The STRAT, the most recognizable hotel in Las Vegas. This hotel has an interesting history. It was built in an area that it should have never been built in the first place. It's kind of a wannabe, where it says it's part of the Strip. It thinks it's part of the Strip, but Las Vegas says no, you are not part of the Strip. It's been bankrupt at least once, and it's kind of a gimmick. Of course, you can eat dinner at the revolving restaurant at the very top, and even afterwards, you can bungee jump off of it. But what is it like to stay here? A lot of people don't even know that this is a hotel. We are going to find out. This is Coolest Luxury Hotels, the STRAT, Las Vegas. Inside my room here at the STRAT, I'm going to do a very brief room rundown. I just did a dedicated room tour where I go over everything in this Boulevard suite. You know, Vegas is about the room, but it's not all about the room. So I'm going to go over the highlights very, very quickly, and then we're going to get this trip started. This is a Boulevard suite. It is very spacious. It really has two main areas in it. It has the living area, the family area, and then it has the bedroom area. The living room area has a nice TV on the wall. Everything in here is brand new. Again, this property has been remodeled. And then it has a very comfortable couch. Thank goodness. I'll tell you why in a second. And that couch pulls out into a queen sofa sleeper. So if you want to add more people in this room to take advantage of the space and the price, you can do that. And then this is the bedroom area. This is probably the most important area of the room. Again, remodeled. It looks beautiful. Artwork on the wall. Nice clean headboard setup. Another TV on the wall opposing the one from the entertainment room. It is almost the perfect setup, except that the bed is atrocious. This is the worst bed I've ever been in Vegas. Move over Cosmopolitan. The Stratosphere has a worse bed than you. And then lastly, this is the bathroom, and I think this is probably the best room in the whole suite. It is nice and white and bright in here. It's fresh. Marble floors, a gargantuan dual vanity with the really trick LED lights inserted inside the mirror. It has a really spacious tub and then a shower with floor to ceiling glass. So it's time to get this trip officially started. If the rest of the property's remodel was as good as this room, I think it's gonna be a really good trip. All right, I just finished up dinner at Top of the World, arguably the most iconic restaurant in Las Vegas. This place is literally sensational and spectacular. It was voted the best of Las Vegas, the best fine dining in Las Vegas, and the most romantic spot in Las Vegas in the same year. I had a tremendous meal, but I must say it's not how I remember it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'll let you know in the morning. Right now I'm dropping this off and I'm back to level 108. Top of the World is on level 106. The Skydeck Observation Lounge is on level 108. You get free admission into the Skydeck with a reservation at Top of the World. Apparently there's a bar up there as well with some fantastic views. I'll give you a complete update tomorrow. Okay, another day at the Strat. You know, last night I talked about how Top of the World, where I ate, was voted the best of Las Vegas, the best fine dining in Las Vegas, and the most romantic spot in Las Vegas in the same year, but I really didn't talk about what it was. It is the 360-degree rotating restaurant that sits on top of the stratosphere on level 106. To get up there, you take the world's fastest double-decker elevator, and from bottom to top, it only takes about 33 seconds to get up there. So by the time you even have a chance to think or ponder your fear of heights, you're already conveniently or inconveniently upstairs. And the great thing about a revolving restaurant that has all windows, every spot, any spot, is a good spot. You're gonna be able to see all of Vegas no matter where you sit, and I actually recommend getting up there right at sunset so you can see Vegas during the day and at night. Top of the World considers themselves a steakhouse, so for you steak connoisseurs, that is the type of menu you're going to have. You know, when I went there a few years ago, I proclaimed Top of the World to be A, atmosphere, and B, food. Since I was up there 5 years ago, they have remodeled, and the place is now still classic, still traditional, but it's cool with some updated modern charm. I now rate the restaurant as A+ atmosphere, and I'd say B+ food. Can you find a better steak in Vegas? Yeah, you probably could. Will you find a better experience in Vegas? No, you won't. Top of the World is magical, it's sensational, and it's spectacular. There's a reason why it wins all those awards year after year after year. If you stay at the Stratosphere, it's something you absolutely have to do. Your stay here is utterly incomplete if you don't. All right, my slot machine adventure. I think the Strat has the market cornered on humongous slot machines. I've never seen so many on one casino floor. There were multiple monstrous machines to choose from. I didn't even know where to begin. In fact, it was kind of sensory overload. At first, I almost played a Game of Thrones machine. It was a beautiful machine. I was mesmerized by it, and it had a perfect location right on a corner. I passed on that one, and I almost played a Tesla machine. I'm not sure if that was the name, but it had like a huge Tesla coil on it. That one was pretty striking as well. And then, of course, I passed on every single Wheel of Fortune machine that I saw. They were huge in stature, but I've never had any luck on a Wheel of Fortune machine. I ended up trying the most colossal machine of them all, the Colossal Diamonds. This machine was the size of a car. It dwarfs any double-seater or triple-seater slot machine I've ever seen. There's no comparison. I could barely even fit this slot in the frame of my phone. That's how large it was. I put in $50. The machine said it was $1 a pull, but actually the minimum bet was $5. So in essence, it was $5 a pull. I put in $50, that's 10 pulls. I get down to my very last pull and I strike pay dirt, triple sevens. I'm halfway out the door to the Ferrari dealership, and then I look and it only paid me $25. Since when is triple sevens only $25? I don't know. But the screens, the LED screens, were so large and so bright and so festive. Like the way this thing went off, you would have thought you won the jackpot. I won a jackpot of $25. I kept playing, and I was out of money about 15 seconds later. All right, good morning. It's my last few minutes here at the Strat. PT Wings and Things is still on my mind from last night. That place is awesome. amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. It is a multi-dimensional setup. It is a sports bar restaurant with many gigantic rooms, each with a different personality, all under the umbrella of like a sports bar. That was cool. And then right next to that is the lounge. And the lounge is an open air lounge. It is also next to the casino floor. So if you want to jump into the action and then jump back into your drink or your food, you can do that. And then conveniently, it's also right next to the sports book. So you can bet on the games and either watch them at the sports book or go back to the lounge and restaurant and watch them as well. The decor was modern, new age, cool and trendy with some awesome lighting. And the food was great. I had the best breakfast sandwich ever. You'd have thought this breakfast sandwich came right from like a farmhouse. This thing was unbelievably fresh, so good. I've never had eggs like that in my life. If you are going there, get the breakfast sandwich. Now, ironically, it's only available in the afternoon, but trust me, it doesn't matter. And then also the drinks. They had some craft cocktails there. They were beautiful looking. They were unique. They were fun. I had like a glitter shot that was basically an entire glass. So that was like 2 to 3 drinks in one. And then I had the colossal Bloody Mary, which was quite spectacular and delicious as well. All right, let's get down to it. The STRAT. The STRAT is back. The STRAT is definitely better than ever. I can't believe that they were able to reshape this place, rebrand and remold it and remodel it into what it is right now. I have a hard time believing that this is the old STRAT. Whatever preconceived notions or preconceptions you have about the old STRAT, get them out of your mind. This place is completely revamped under new ownership, and they are taking things to the next level, literally. When I think of the new STRAT, I really think 3 things. I think clean, affordable, fun. Clean. The rooms are clean and modern and fresh and updated. I'm looking around right now. The paint is perfect. The crown molding is perfect. No dirt, no grime, no chipping. This room, although it might not be upper end luxury, is still very tastefully and nicely done. Not only is the casino floor beautiful with the lighting and the layout and just the overall theme and ambiance, it's clean. It's clean, as I talked about. The floors are shiny, spick and span. There is staff cleaning the casino every day, making sure it's perfect, a la Bellagio, a la Wynn. And the crowd, the clientele, the experience is clean. There may be some dodgy, seedy elements right outside the entrance door, but they are not getting inside because security is omnipresent, making sure that your experience here at the STRAT is safe and sound. Affordability. That's pretty self-explanatory. Rooms at the STRAT start around the $20 range. This is the most expensive room here at the STRAT, and it is cheaper than what a standard room starts at on the Vegas Strip. And lastly, fun. This place is a lot of fun. Of course, the remodel helped. It brought a new aura and a new ambiance to the overall property. The casino is light and bright and fun and vibrant. Of course, there is the top of the world revolving restaurant, one of the best restaurants in all of Vegas. There are attractions. You can bungee jump off this place. You can go up to the observation deck. If you are looking to make some lifelong memories here in Vegas, the STRAT can definitely help you out with that. All right, finishing up here, I want to tell you who I think this hotel is for. I'm going to talk about some of the drawbacks, and then I'm going to give you my rating on this property. Who this hotel is for, I think that it's for couples. This is, I think, can be a romantic spot. It's so romantic that there is a wedding chapel here on site. And of course, top of the world is where a lot of people choose to have their most romantic meal in Vegas. In fact, there are a lot of weddings and engagements up there. So I think this is a perfect spot for couples. Also because it is secluded, it's isolated, it is a little bit removed from the Strip. There isn't a lot of traffic and energy and buzz inside the casino, so it is a nice chance to kind of get away and relax a little bit. It doesn't have like the overstimulation that you're going to find at a lot of Vegas casinos. I think it can offer a really neat place to relax, a neat and different place to relax in Vegas. Also, families, I think this place could be really good for families. Good, not great, but good. There are a lot of attractions here. There are the rides, of course, and there is some activities that are great for children and kids. The crowd here does have some adult tendencies, so I don't think that it's perfect for children, but I think that families could have a decent time here depending on what you like to do. And then lastly, I think if you're value-minded, this is a great hotel for you, especially if you're looking for a place just to flop and you don't really mind about the restaurants, getting in a taxi, or going somewhere else. If you are looking to venture out to the Vegas Strip, ping pong back and forth between hotels, and you're really not too concerned about the room or the property amenities or features, the Strat's gonna be pretty perfect for you in that regard. Okay, drawbacks, and there are some drawbacks that the Strat can just not escape, and one thing is the location. It's so far down the Strip that it's not even considered the Strip by Las Vegas. So you are kind of gonna be out in the boonies. This place is not walkable at all. I don't really even recommend walking outside. There is nothing to do in this immediate area, and in fact the immediate area is very much an eyesore. So if you are coming here, you're either gonna have to get into a taxi or really kind of keep yourself busy and creative on site. That leads me into my next topic, and I think you could get bored here at the Strat pretty easily. It has some attractions and it does have some restaurants, but I think after one night, definitely 2 nights, you're gonna get bored of this property. After you go up the top of the world and the 108 Lounge and spend an hour or 2 up there, and then after you gamble a little bit and walk the property, that's pretty much it. So for those of you that really like to stay on site, for those of you that really like to get the most out of your property, I think you're gonna be bored with the Strat after a day or 2. For that reason, I think it is a great getaway hotel, maybe for a night or 2, but if you're looking to come to Vegas for an extended period of time, I don't think the Strat is gonna be in your wheelhouse. So after taking everything into account, I'm gonna give this property a 2, which is a very good score for me. I'm an extremely tough grader, and also I usually focus on only the best hotels in the world. I don't do a lot of mid-range or budget hotels. The value at this place is undeniable, and I've actually given better hotels worse scores. The reason I'm scoring this a little higher than what it maybe should, I was on the fence between 1.5 and 2, is because the value is just so outrageous. The value is unbelievable. I think that this could arguably be the best value hotel in Las Vegas.